Have you ever wondered why relaxing feels so good? Why is it so tempting to skip the gym and stay cozy on the couch? Laziness, it seems, is a universal human experience. But are we born with an inherent desire to avoid effort, or is there more to the story? The truth is, our brains are wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. This instinct has been crucial for our survival throughout history. For our ancestors, conserving energy meant increasing their chances of finding food and evading predators. In today's world, we face different challenges. We no longer need to hunt for our next meal or run from wild animals. Yet our brains still crave that same sense of reward and comfort. This is why we find ourselves drawn to activities that release dopamine, a feel-good chemical in our brains. So while laziness might seem like a modern-day indulgence, it's actually a product of our evolutionary past. Understanding this connection is the first step to unraveling the science behind our motivation and behavior. Imagine our ancestors thousands of years ago. Life was a constant struggle for survival. Finding food, shelter, and a mate required significant effort and energy expenditure. In this challenging environment, individuals who were efficient with their energy had a survival advantage. Those who rested when possible and avoided unnecessary exertion were more likely to conserve resources and live to reproduce. Over time, this behavior became ingrained in our genes. Our brains developed a reward system that reinforces behaviors essential for survival. When we engage in activities that promote survival, like eating or finding a mate, our brains release dopamine, creating a sense of pleasure and motivation. This same reward system is what drives us to seek out modern-day comforts. We're naturally inclined to choose activities that provide immediate gratification and require minimal effort, even if they don't necessarily contribute to our long-term well-being. Understanding the evolutionary roots of our reward system helps us appreciate why we're drawn to laziness. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a testament to our innate drive to survive and thrive. Let's dive deeper into the science behind motivation and pleasure. At the heart of this system lies dopamine, a neurotransmitter often referred to as the feel-good chemical. Dopamine plays a crucial role in how we experience rewards. When we engage in pleasurable activities like eating delicious food or spending time with loved ones, our brains release dopamine. This surge of dopamine creates a sense of satisfaction and reinforces the behavior, making us more likely to repeat it in the future. Interestingly, our brains are wired to respond more strongly to novel and intense rewards. This explains why the pleasure of a particular activity can diminish over time, leading us to seek out new and more exciting experiences. Understanding the dopamine system is key to understanding why some people seem more prone to laziness than others. While genetics play a role, environmental factors also influence our dopamine sensitivity and reward thresholds. While we all share the same basic reward system, there's individual variation in how our genes influence our motivation and activity levels. Scientists have identified specific genes that appear to play a role in regulating dopamine production and sensitivity. For example, studies in mice have shown that certain genetic mutations can lead to significantly reduced activity levels. These couch potato mice, as they're often called, exhibit a remarkable lack of motivation to engage in physical activity, even when given the opportunity. It's important to note that these findings in mice don't necessarily translate directly to humans. However, they provide valuable insights into the complex interplay between genes and behavior. In humans, research suggests that genes may account for up to 50% of the variation in activity levels. This means that our genetic makeup can influence our predisposition to be more or less active. However, it's crucial to remember that genes are not destiny. Our environment and lifestyle choices also play a significant role in shaping our behavior.